Hey guys, what's going on? Going live right now. We have two breaking news coming out right now. Number one, big breaking news coming out of Washington, D.C. There's been a huge event. There was a shootout, and we're going to get to that news. And number two, there's been another breaking news that came out about the 2020. You guys know the world event. They're talking about again. Pretty soon they're gonna be putting labels on all the vaccines, and we're gonna get to all that there, guys. But again, the big breaking news right now is Washington D.C. Hey, how you doing, Vic? Bye, Lewis. Hey, how you doing? So I want to show you some of these breaking news that is coming out right now, and it's not looking good. It's absolutely not looking good. So let me just play this video. All right. So I'm just gonna play this video here. Okay. So let's go up here really quick. Let's read the title. So, breaking news coming out of Washington, D.C. All right, so you have two Israeli embassy staff members have been out with other injured near Capitol. And this is the situation right here. I'm going to skip that name. While the suspect yelled, "Free Palestine." Wow. So that is going down right now. So D.C. is on lockdown. All right, so here we go. For those of you that just tuned in, right, we just played this video here. All right, so please pray for the people that lost their loved ones. All right, so we're going to get to this news here. This is happening in Washington, D.C. So dozens of police officers are currently on the scene following a shootout near I'm going to skip that name there, guys. Follow me on this one, all right? Okay, so in Washington, D.C., authorities confirmed that two Holy Land Embassy staff members were taken out by a suspect who reportedly shouted "Free Palestine" before being apprehended by law enforcement. So this person, he knew that he was going to get busted. He knew that he was going to get busted. He just wanted to prove a point. And he just went and took out two innocent people. My condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. That is very sad. So again, so this person, he took out two innocents, and yelled "Free Palestine" before being apprehended by law enforcement. The exact motive behind the attack remains unclear, and investigators are still working to determine why the embassy staff members were targeted. Officials have condemned. I'm gonna have to turn this on really quick, guys. It turned off on me. There we go. So officials have condemned the incident as an act of anti-Semitic. I'm gonna skip that name there. The FBI and a former Florida Attorney General, Pam Bondi, are now on the scene as the investigation intensifies. This is a developing story. Man. Oh, wow. Okay, I want to show you something else too. This news also broke out, and I want to bring this one up too. All right, this is very concerning. This is absolutely concerning here. So, breaking news. So you have the FDA has just ordered these companies here, the vaccine, to update the warning labels on their remedy warnings to include the risk of heart-related injuries, primarily affecting teenage boys and young men. Are you listening? The only one that is going to get impacted are the young boys and young men. whoever took that prune juice, and I'm using code words, but that 2020 juice, it seems like it's going to impact mostly young teenage boys and young men. All right. And they're saying that the heart is going to be the one that's going to be impacting uh, the young men. So it's just very concerning, extremely concerning. And we, again, back in 2020, we warned everyone not to take that remedy, not to take that, that shot thing. And it seems like it's about to kick into gear. Anyone that has taken that remedy, and so it doesn't mention anything about women's. It doesn't mention anything about females. It's mostly male that is going to get impacted. So they're saying that the heart is going to be the big problem here. So you could be 25 years old, you could have some major heart problems. I haven't gotten that remedy in 10 years. I feel great. My mother got that remedy, and she got, I'm just going to skip that name there. I truly apologize. Someone said, I knew it. It's just very you got all these news breaks. This one here is like the biggest one, because now, after 4 years, now they're gonna start putting labels on this remedy right here. You guys know what remedy I'm talking about, the vaccine. Now you're gonna start putting labels. Now you're gonna start putting labels after 4 years, and how many people have taken it? I mean, it's been 4 or 5 years, right? Like 4.5 years. Now you're gonna start putting labels. Now you're gonna start warning us about this possibly side effect, or our health issue. So after 4 years, that is insane. That is just wrong. It's a big slap to the face. I lost a lot of loved ones. Someone said, terrible cancers. I told my wife that there's a possibility this could be some kind of depopulation. There's a possibility this could be a big issue for like producing, like making young ones, right? And the Bible does talk about a decreased population. So there's a possibility we might see something like that. And there's been a lot of reports about male when it comes to performing, and it's some big issue going on here. All right, so we're gonna talk more about the remedy, but all right, guys, let me know if you could hear me. All right, let me know if you guys could hear me. All right, so leave comments down below. Is it good now? Let me know. Is it good? Is it good? Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I don't think I could show the video. I don't think I could show that video. It seems like I got my live stream almost went out. I don't know if it's the platform. I don't know if it's YouTube, but yeah, that was I was playing a video. I was showing you guys something, and it just completely went blank. So that's not looking good. So let me just read the news article, right? Let me just read some of these news articles. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning back in. There was I don't know, possibly bad connection.
I can tell you.
Let me just play this video. Hopefully,
a little more what we talked about.
Okay, so I cannot play the video. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot play that video. I cannot play that video. Okay, so let's go with the C19. Okay, let's go with the C19. For some reason, I can't talk about the Washington D.C. For some reason, I can't talk about Washington D.C. For some reason, it's really sad, guys. It's really sad that everybody's doing a live stream of Washington D.C. But for some reason, when I make a live stream, I get hit. I get hit really hard. All right, so that's the reason why, again, like I say, guys, a lot of people's not receiving my My videos. All right, so let's go back with the I want to bring up the news with the C19. Okay, let me just pull up that news article. Okay, so here we go, guys. So you have the Food and Drug Administration is telling the companies that make the vaccine to expand the warning labels on their remedy about the risk of a possible heart injury side effect linked to the shots, primarily in teen and young men, citing findings from a study published last year and news agency data. So, like I said, after 4 years, they want to start putting labels, and in the label, it has like the side effect and what could happen to only not females but male. All right, so they are saying that the young male and the teen and stuff, they could have some issues. All right, but it's really messed up because they should have told us that 4 years ago before forcing it on us. Orders to expand the warnings were posted Wednesday by the FDA in letters dated in April 17. Now it says here, it says both of the shots, the remedy, previously carried warnings about how the risk of the heart side effects, which Dr. Call, I'm gonna skip that name, give me a second here. Hopefully I don't get hit. So you got both remedy previously carried warnings about how the risk of heart side effect, which experts call, I'm gonna skip that name there, guys. Basically, inflammation of the heart muscle. All right, so it's looked to be higher in younger men, generally within the first week after receiving the shot, while the earlier labels specify young age 18 to 24. And you guys already know that the company right there, 12 to 17 years old for, here's another company. And the new warning will apply to males ages 16 to 25 for both of the shots. All right. So I'm not going to read too much of it because I just feel like YouTube is going to shut me down. So what they're trying to say is that oops, we forgot to tell you guys that there's a side effect to this, but it's only for male. It's only for the male. Okay, it doesn't mention anything about female. And I read the comments, and people are just flipping out. Everybody's like, wow, thank you so much for telling us that after 4 years. I got my young ones, they took it. Here's the thing, guys. We've been telling a lot of people not to take that, not to take it. If you feel fine, if you feel great, if you feel perfect, you don't have to go take it. Of course, you have these Looney Tunes. They're going to put out these fear mongering that you need to take it. And of course, everybody went and bought, into these lies. And now, yeah, we are seeing something here. We definitely seen something here. My wife is like, there's been reports of a lot of young ones. Oh, for example, you guys know what happened to the basketball player LeBron James, right? You guys heard about what happened to one of his young ones, right? He was playing basketball and everything, and he's in great shape. Again, these kids play basketball. They go to the gym to work out. The problem is he had an issue. He has something going on, and it was his heart. All right, so there's been a lot of reports a lot of reports of young ones, their hearts is just, it's, when you put stuff into your body, when you put like, when you put in whatever, into your body, sometimes your body is going to say, hey, I don't know who you are. You are a foreign object. And basically your body's telling you, hey, stop taking this thing. Over 1,000 athletes has passed away. 1,000? Really? That much? I heard about many athletes. A lot of them, they had, and most of them were young ones too. They were like in the 20s. Mike said, my wife and I didn't take the juice. No way. All right. And there's been reports that you had some of these, experts. They said that the juice, there was stuff in it. And there was like, if you put it under a microscope, they found something. They found like, it looks like a spider, or like a daddy long leg, right? And you have these experts. I'm not gonna say their name because I got hit many times, but she came out and she was on the news. She's like, we took one of those, the juice, the shot bottle. We opened it up and we put it under a microscope and we found something. We found something that looked like a creature. And then right next to it, right next to the creature, there was like all these small little tiny pieces. And she's like, we thought we made a mistake. Maybe something got in the bottle of the remedy. Maybe particles from the air. Maybe something got in it. So they opened another bottle of the remedy, put it under a microscope, and they found another creature. And this one was a lot bigger. So my wife did a lot of research, and I gotta be careful, guys. Hopefully I don't get hit. Follow me on my other channel just in case, guys. You know me, I post videos every day. If you guys don't see any videos here, it's because he got me. But my wife did a lot of research. She said, you wouldn't believe what's in that remedy, what's in it. You got green monkey liver cell, and they also use the oh man, how can I say this? Where they have the clinics, for those women that they don't want the young ones, they want to get rid of it. Well, again, they take those parts, the young ones parts, and they use it for the remedy. It's just very disgusting and disturbing. It's an abomination. It's just evil. This world is filled with satanic, evil, demonic stuff. And so if you do your research, these 2020 remedy, that's it just yeah. You cannot just trust whatever you hear on TV. You cannot trust them and say, yes, I trust you, Joe. I trust you. Yes, I would go to CVS right now. Yes, I would get the juice. I will, that's my vein right there. Put it in there. I trust Joe. No, you can't do that. You can't. You can't. All right, give me a second here. Guys, if you can, give this video a big thumbs up. For those of you that tuned in, again, DC, please pray for the people out there in Washington, DC. They experienced some stuff that went down. I heard there was a party or something, and there was a lot of young ones, and someone had a GUN and took out some innocent ones and started yelling, "Free Palestine." All right. Someone said there was so much information about remedy brought to you at warp speed. Yeah, well, Donald was pushing that too. I remember Donald, that warp speed, you're absolutely right. Donald was pushing it. But here's the thing. I feel like Donald just don't know what's really going on. They using that man. Donald is just lost. He is completely lost. All right, so they really using him. He thought he could be like, hey, I could be the first one to come out with this remedy to stop this spread in 2020. I could be the first one, and everybody's gonna remember me. That's the thing about Donald. He just want people to remember him. as the greatest. But again, I just felt like he was being used by, you know, Anthony Fauci. Again, I'm not going to say his full name. I feel like he was used by him. He was used by a lot of people. Now, again, for those of you that just tuned in, they're going to start labeling these remedy bottles, you know, the one that people has been taking it since 2020. Remember that 2020 C19? Well, they're gonna start labeling those bottles, and there's going to have us like, you know, side effect. This could impact teenage boys, and it could impact young male, even older men. All right, so, and very disturbing, very disturbing. So someone said 2 Holy Land embassy workers were taken out. Yeah, they were taken out. I was showing the video and I was reading it, and the live stream stopped. So I guess they're trying to silence me. So I got to be careful, guys. I'm so sorry. I might go, guys, I'm gonna make a video tonight. I'm gonna make a video tonight. I was supposed to take a day off. I didn't want to stay up to 3 in the morning, but I have to. I'm gonna make a video and give you guys an update. People need to stop worshiping Donald as a false idol, like he's their savior. People need to start praying for him. Like I said, he's being used. He's being used. Donald the Cypress is now getting his palace plane. All right, guys, give me a second here. Let me see if I can pull up some more information here. I want to see if there's any updates in Washington, D.C. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, here's an update. Hopefully I don't get hit on this one. Okay, so oh wow. So they're calling it a T attack on the Holy Land Embassy members. Engaged couple taken out outside of DC. Suspect yelled free palace, cops say. Alleged GUN man Rodriguez. His name is Rodriguez. So it's a Spanish man. It's a Spanish man. His name is Rodriguez. He's the one that did it. Someone's saying this is a false FLAG. This is a false FLAG. So alleged GUN man, his name is, I'm going to say his last name, Rodriguez, of Chicago, in custody. So the president has been briefed. The US president has been briefed. So a lot of people are saying this could be a false FLAG. So they got the person. He's from Chicago. He is from Chicago, and he's 30 years old. Rodriguez. He allegedly paced outside the Capitol of the JEWS Museum and waited for the targets to exit. The two were a couple who were set to be engaged next week. Wow. Wow. That is so sad. The two were a couple who were set to be engaged next week. They were taken out. That hurts. That hurts. The two that passed away, they were gonna get married next week. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's very sad. My condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. So they got the person, 30 years old, from Chicago, and his last name is Rodriguez. And the two that were taken out, they were couples, and they were planning to get married next week. They have passed away. My condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. Man, oh man, that's just wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Mm. Once again, guys, they're putting out the information. I cannot show too much of it. I can for some reason. It seems like they're trying to shut off my live stream every time I play a video. Okay, so we have some more breaking news. Attorney General Pam Bondi just came out. She said that the president prayers with the community. He said we'll prosecute the fullest extent. So the president has put out a message. So Attorney General Pam Bondi said, I spoke to the president tonight. His prayers are with the JEWS community and all agency working to keep DC safe. All right, so I'm going to share that video. So the Attorney General is putting out a statement. Unbelievable. Wow. There is a lot of videos here, guys. I can't play the videos, but oh, wait a minute. They got him. They got him. They got him. I cannot show him. Again, he looks really young. He has the glasses on, and he has a big beard. He's wearing a suit. And yeah, so they got him. Give me a second. Wow. So they cuffed him. They cuffed him at the same time he was saying free Palestine, you know what. So they got him, they cuffed him, and at the same time he was still yelling that. These people, I'm not saying they're all bad, I'm not saying that, but this person here, he has an antichrist spirit in him. I mean, it's just bad. Someone said Donald knew what he was doing. Look, guys, if I was, let's say, a US president, I would have stopped sending, I would have ended the shipments to the Holy Land. I'm sorry, but that's just me. Look, I stand with the Holy Land. I look up to the Holy Land, all right, and stuff like that. But I'm not going to feed Benjamin a whole bunch of equipment when he is using it to strike innocent young ones. Mostly young ones, and women are taken out. So again, if I was the sleeping giant leader, I wouldn't send out one penny to the Holy Land when it comes to that. And I would not send anything to Ukraine. I mean, but again, that's just me. But you know, Donald just gave Benjamin a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff. And they're using it right now to strike GAZA. But yeah, it's not looking good, guys. Hey, Mikey. Give me a second here, guys. Let me see if there's any more updates. If you guys want to watch the video, follow me on X. The Twitter will be in the description box. Let me just refresh the page really quick. Mikey, don't lock the door, okay? All right, so far that's all of it, guys. And I want to bring something up really quick here. All right, you have the president from, I think, South Africa. He was in the White House, and boy, oh boy, things went down. I mean, Elon was in the White House, and he was looking at the African president. Elon, I mean, you could tell Elon didn't like him. I mean, there was some things going down in the White House. So things are not looking good in the world. I mean, you got all this situation just all over the place. It's just really bad, guys. It's so bad. South Africa president didn't have a plane to bribe Donald. Look, guys, a lot of people think when you go to Africa, a lot of people think that it's like mostly dark. But again, you have a lot of light skin that lives out there. Okay, so Africa, again, for those of you that don't know, Africa is a continent. It's a continent. All right, it's a continent. So, but there is, in this continent, there is so many countries. There's Sudan, right? There is Egypt, and Egypt has been around for thousands of years. All right, so you have all these other countries there. All right, so you have South Africa, and again, you have this farm talk, the white farms, right? Supposedly the white is taking over the farms or this and that, and it just, things are out of control out there. So, you know, the entire world is seeing all this events. Nation against nation is rising. South Africa people, yeah. So when you go there, again, you know, you got, again, Egypt. Egypt is massive. Egypt is like, Muslim. All right, it's, and you know, but here in our sleeping giant land, our school has failed us to properly teach us about the real history. All right, they taught us a whole different ball game. All right, it just, yeah. 7 continents, yes. Give me a second here, guys. I want to see if there's any more updates, but do me a favor. Make sure you follow me in my other channel, because I have a feeling that you guys ain't gonna see me on this one for like maybe a week or 2 weeks. So I have a strong feeling. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates. Guys, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the better. YouTube will see that, and they will actually, you know, share my videos. So there's a video of President of South Africa mocking white for leaving the country, calling them, wow, cowards. Things are not looking good out there. Okay, so we have a breaking news here. So you have the Holy Land ambassador says that the Holy Land citizens that were taken out were a young couple in DC. There were a young couple. The couple that was taken down tonight in the name of Free Palace is a couple that was about to be engaged. The young man purchased a ring this week with the intention of proposing. This man bought a ring, and he was going to propose to his girlfriend. And I guess he took her to DC because it's, you know, I guess he wanted to propose to her, and something bad happened. You had someone with a GUN in Washington, D.C. took them out. All right, so it's sad. It is. It's really sad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just heartbroken. The situation that went down in DC, it's really sad. So again, for those of you that tuned in, they just caught the guy, 30 years old, from Chicago, and his last name is Rodriguez, and he just opened, you know what, on innocent people, and he hit two couples. They passed away, and these two couples, well, they were gonna get engaged. Well, he was gonna propose to her, and he got the ring, and now they are gone. That is very sad. Very sad. Just imagine when the red horseman takes peace from the earth. I think the peace has been taken away. I believe it has been taken away. It's been replaced. It's been replaced with destruction. We do not want to see the innocent be hurt or lose their lives. We pray. I stand with Holy Land. Pray for the peace for both sides. Also, anywhere there is war, praying for everyone. Lord God, thank you. Amen. Well, you could go to Rumble. You can follow me on Rumble, guys. My Rumble link is in the description box. Give me a second. Let me see if there's any updates here. I want to see if there's any more updates. But yikes. This is a very sad story. Excuse me, very sad news. So the president just put out a statement. This is what the president said. And it's 11:11 p.m. He said these horrible DC killings based obviously on anti-Semitism, you know what, must and now, it must end now. Okay, so hatred and radicalism have no place in the USA. Condolences to the families of the victims. So sad that such things as this can happen. God bless you all. So once again, Donna said that this type of lawlessness stuff has no place here in America. But Donald, listen, Donald, listen very closely, Donald, because a lot of this stuff is because it's coming from within. You feeding Benjamin all these equipments. What do you think Benjamin is going to do? Again, you think he's going to put in his bathroom or in the museum? They're using these equipments to strike a region, and it's mostly young ones and women's that is out. And I'm going to spell the name Gaza. All right, so again, Donald is sending equipment. Benjamin is receiving it. And you have the military, they're using it to hit the Gaza. Now you got people that lives within our land, that they come from that region, and they have their flags and telling the US president stop funding and stop giving equipment to the Holy Land. End it now. So for Donald to put out the message, Donald, again, a lot of this is because I got to be careful what I say, but a lot of it is because of Donald and Joe. They are feeding Ben. They're giving him all this food. They're giving him all these equipments. I guarantee if you stop sending them our equipment, a lot of this stuff here that's going on, it will die off. It's called, I'm not going to say that name. I totally apologize. Someone said, is this a red FLAG? I don't know. A lot of people saying that it could be, but again, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not going to go into conspiracy stuff. But all I know is that something happened in DC, and innocents were taken out, and my condolences to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. Please be safe out there. Please be safe. Because again, this person that they just cuffed, he seems like he's a decent. He looks like a decent person. He looks like someone that works in the office because he had a white button shirt and he had a nice pants, like one of those suits, and he looks very very clean and professional. But again, this man ended up taking, carrying something, a gun, and open fired. Someone said it's a false event possible. Yeah. Emma says, stop spamming the chat, please. I agree. My wife is not on the chat. Usually she's like my moderator. If you guys want to be moderators, just leave me an email. I do need some moderators because I'm going to be doing live stream like around 12 midnight. But the wife is resting. She had a long day and homeschooling and stuff. So it's been really, really too much going on. So give me a second here. I want to see if there's any more updates. Okay, so I got some more videos coming up. I got one more video, so we're gonna talk more about this. I'm gonna post a video tonight. I'm just gonna end it right now, guys. I'm just gonna end it, but I just want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. All right, so I just got on starting video from the beginning just to see what you said at the beginning. Don said he looks like a decent man, blood dripping from his hand. What about fire at Donald? I don't know what you mean by that. I actually apologize. Some people use good people to make them feel guilty. Keep telling them I'm sick. They don't want to get better and want to do nothing while you do everything. Some work 3 jobs while they do nothing. All right. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna end it here, but thank you so much for tuning in. Please pray for this channel. Hopefully I don't get hit, but I did get some hit. I think YouTube tried to shut down the live stream, but yeah, I did get hit. So time for us all stop letting people use us, someone said. Thanks for the news. Diane, you're welcome. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, thank you for the kind words. But please pray for the families that lost their loved ones. Please pray for the family and pray for each other. Please, please always be aware of your surroundings. All right. You could be in a nice neighborhood. You could be in a nice place. You could be in a church. You could be whatever. Please, please keep your eyes open because a lot of people are out there and it's not the same country that we once knew. It's a whole different land. Louis, you do so much, yet some never want to get better. They like being sick and do nothing while you do 3 times as much. Get out. Guys, thank you so much for the kind words. But again, I'm gonna end it here, okay? So I got another video coming up. If you guys want to stay up, again, if not, when you wake up in the morning, you can just check it out. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.